Part two. I'm still learning how to use a cell phone, I guess. That works. That's better. It's more it's still completely oversized for the area, but better. Pretty hard to identify that without leaves on it. You can see them though. You can see them. They're tiny. I mean, who can tell me what this is? You think Eastern redbud? Yeah. How many people have seen an Eastern redbud this big? Cercophyllum japonicum. And what I know about them is they do not like wet feet. They like to drain, which is like, okay, dude knew what he was doing on this issue. Because that's raised. That's like one of the nicest raised planters. It's not going to really drown in there. And that's why I like some of these older campuses, because you can walk around and find 120-year-old ornamental plants. This is something that's worth a video right here. This is climbing hydrangea. Yeah, you heard me. Climbing hydrangea. And again, look. Oh, look. Oh, look at that fucking thing. Climbing hydrangea. It's just out of bloom now, of course, but I would say this is probably 30, 40 years old. You're not going to see this anywhere else unless you go probably like Europe or private gardens or behind the cafeteria. Climbing hydrangea. That in itself is worth, yeah, right, high-end plant material, you know. This is like only estate owners get to play with this sort of stuff. There's climbing hydrangea. And to be honest, I've only seen it this big in books. I saw it on a barn in a book, covering a whole barn. And I'm glad they've never pulled this down. I've always thought about coming here in spring and taking some cuttings. Little cuttings, you know, and then put them in a heat mat, root gel and a heat mat, and a little cover, a little fluorescent 20-watt lamp, just like any other. A climbing hydrangea is worth more than weed these days, honestly. So anyway, keep going. Rhododendron, nandinas, red maples, rhododendron, azalea, rhododendron, boring ass maple, Canadian maple, vine maple. This is one of those plants that doesn't really take. It just doesn't. Understory. It likes to grow in the understory and then it'll grow by itself. So the guy was smart by putting it in this little narrow corridor. But this is a vine maple. Both of them are. Acer circinatum. I mean, people don't realize that sometimes little plants like this are so old. So old. Vine maple. Yeah, clearly only in Western Oregon could you get that. I mean, that's like 12 inches, 11 inches. Holly? How cool. Ilex crenata. See how this fits together? It doesn't take a lot of plants to make a landscape at maturity. And if you pick the right ones, it's way fewer than you'd think. What do we got here? 30 by 10, 300 square feet. 40 by 400 square feet. And we got one holly, one fern, one holly, and 2 vine maples. And it's full. Pyrrhus japonica, deer-proof, ornamental. Freaking gorgeous. This is a joy to work with plants that are this old. And here we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's been worked on a couple, 3 times. California pin oak. The size of those arms. Gotta come back and get a better look at that tree. You know how to identify a dogwood, right? Bites bark. Bites bark. Plant nerd with a day joke. California pin oak. Look at the size of this fucking monster. If people were to be worried about trees, this is one of those trees that should always be kind of, anytime a branch reaches lateral and it's half the parent stem or more, anytime we get into the high 105-degree days in summertime, evapotranspiration pulls all that water up into those limbs and they become a real lever. They can just pop right off. So, mature trees, huge mature trees. I don't mean little dogwoods. I mean oak trees, silver maple trees, walnut trees. Anytime the branch reaches parent size, half the size of the parent stem, branch. So what are those? Third, this has been pruned out, really nice. But you still have to worry about them peeling off. So they take the lever off the tree, pull the lever clear off it. You just prune the lever off it. Take out the end weight. There's the cut. There's the cut. There's the $800 cut you're looking for. And those, even though that's not a very good cut, are the only kind of maintenance you should be making on big trees like this. Crown clean them, get the dead wood out, so a bird could fly through the canopy. These are massive. You zoom in, you can see mistletoe up there. I'll climb this tree and get that mistletoe down. And that, that's arbor care for you. Even the squirrel's like, hey, get away from my tree. So you want one more? There they are across the street. Same trees. California pin oak. Oh, no, excuse me. That one is a red oak. This is pin oak. See, it goes up and goes vertical, like V-shaped crotches. That one goes out and they bifurcate all in the same spot. Bam, red oak. Bam, red oak. Bam, red oak. Yeah, those are massive. This is an old campus. Clearly my son doesn't want to be doing a video, but Chad sees a planter that doesn't fit in a nice landscape. Okay, that's all. Here, you want a baby tree? There's some baby trees here. Just gotta come dig them up. Probably a 2-year-old tree right there, little baby red oak. It's cute. All right, thank you. Yeah, have a nice tree.